Welcome to Marketing Matchmaker, the show where coaches, consultants, service providers, and business owners learn the inside secrets to growing your business, increasing your revenue, and scaling your impact without sacrificing your freedom. If you're ready to unlock the strategies that will help you attract your ideal clients, refine your message, and build a business that truly supports the life you want, then stick around because today's episode is packed with insights and action items you need to take your business to the next level. Let's dive in. Hey there, welcome back to Marketing Matchmaker. Let me ask you something. What if I told you that your mindset is the key to unlocking a more profitable marketing strategy? I know, it sounds a little wild and maybe a little hooey, but here's the thing. I have seen it happen over and over again with my clients. They come to me because they're amazing at what they do, but they're watching their competition snag clients left and right, and they're stuck thinking, what am I doing wrong? And yet it's not that they're lacking the skills or the talent. They've got that, and even the testimonials to prove it. Oftentimes, it's their mindset that's holding them back. And once we flip the switch in their thinking, things start to fall into place. And suddenly, their marketing just clicks. Honestly, this is such a consistent story that when my clients click, it is a game changer to their business. A profitable marketing mindset isn't just about the latest tactics and tools and shiny new platforms. Trust me, I help my clients with those. And it's also about how you approach your business from the inside out. It's about being curious enough to explore new ideas, brave enough to step outside your comfort zone, and committed to sticking with it, even when things don't necessarily go as planned right away. Because here's the truth, your mindset shapes your marketing and business success. You can have all the strategies in the world, but without the right mindset, you're not going to fully tap into your potential. It's like driving with the brakes on. And when you have the right mindset, that honestly is when you take off. So in today's episode, I'm going to break down the 3 key must-haves for a profitable marketing mindset. If you're ready to unlock your marketing potential and grow your business, stick around because I've got some really good stuff coming your way. Let's start with the first thing. This was actually something that my middle child actually triggered in me. It was a thought that I had never had before. When we were out one day, he was showing me something and he asked me, he's like, don't you wonder how that works? And I'm like, not really. And he goes, that's your problem. You're not curious enough. And I went, he's right. Oftentimes, we're not curious enough. And yet, curiosity, especially when it comes to your marketing, is where the magic happens. Think about it. When you're curious, you're always looking ways to grow, to improve, to connect with your audience on a deeper level. Curiosity oftentimes fuels innovation. It keeps us from getting stuck in a rut and thinking, well, this is just how things are. Instead, you are constantly asking yourself, what if? Or how can I make this even better? Here's the thing. Businesses that stay curious are the ones that stay ahead. They're the ones jumping on the new trends or testing out the different platforms or creating creatives with their strategy. Or maybe it's shifting their programs to fit what their audience needs the most. Here's a great example. Look at companies that have embraced TikTok early on. Now, I get it. TikTok is not for everybody because not everybody wants to put in that effort. It gets you way outside your comfort zone. And yet, the people who did it were curious. They took a risk. And now some of them are crushing it with millions of views and sales. all because they were open to trying something new before everyone else jumped on the bandwagon. Or think about the brands that are always experimenting with new ways to engage their audience. Maybe it's coming up with new content or unique email campaigns or out of the box social media posts, or maybe it's launching a new micro offer that will help attract your ideal clients. The thing is they're not afraid to play around with different approaches because curiosity drives them to keep exploring. It really is about how you can make your business and your marketing better. So when you're looking at staying curious within your marketing, the first thing that you want to do is ask some simple questions. Things like, what if I tried this? Or how could I make this better? Or even, what are my competitors doing that I could learn from? The biggest question could be, honestly, what is my audience struggling with right now? Sometimes it is their top of mind. What is it right this second that you can tap into and really make this marketing speak to them in that moment? Questions like these open the doors to really explore. And the best part is you don't need to reinvent the wheel. There are so many ways to nurture your own curiosity. For example, read some case studies from other businesses in your industry. Scroll through Facebook or YouTube or TikTok. What worked for your competitors can sometimes be adapted to work for you. Or more importantly, what didn't work for them can keep you from making mistakes in that same area. Or dive into new content formats. Maybe you've done blogs forever. Maybe it's time to start trying podcasts or video. And I will tell you, video is going to be your king, queen, and princess of the ball. Really stay on the lookout for those emerging trends in your space. Sometimes things like micro offers appear and then disappear. They work for a while and then they're not working again. Being aware of what's working in your industry right now will help you to jump on those new ideas that can help you move your business forward. Sometimes just knowing what's coming next can spark a new idea and push you to think differently. And oftentimes, having a conversation with your audience and being curious about what it is that they're actually struggling with will help you to move the needle. Okay, now I want to give you a quick challenge. I want you to take one area of your marketing strategy that you've been curious about. Maybe it's a social media platform. Maybe it's a type of content you haven't tried yet. Maybe it's a new product, program, or solution that you haven't done. Explore it this week. Whether it's testing that new ad or researching what your competitors are doing or diving into a new tool. Just pick one thing and play around with it. Who knows? It might be that spark that you need in your creativity and your curiosity to take your marketing to the next level. Being curious isn't just about finding answers. It's about discovering new opportunities, and that is what leads to growth in your business and in your marketing. So give yourself permission to be curious and explore. Part 2 is the next secret to growth. And that, my friends, is getting out of your comfort zone. Look, I get it. You're really cozy and warm in there. You know what works, and it feels safe to stick with what you've always done. But here's the thing. Success in marketing happens when you take risks. It often is about stepping outside your comfort zone to help you see if something else will work better. Whether that's launching a new product, service, or solution, or it's launching a new podcast, or maybe diving into ads, or going live on social media for the first time. The real magic happens when you stretch. And the reason so many entrepreneurs and marketers stay stuck is that they're just afraid to fail. Trust me, I've seen it time and again. You stick with what's familiar because it's worked in the past, and the idea of trying something new is a little scary. And here's the kicker. If you never step outside of that comfort zone, you're leaving so much potential on the table. You can't grow by playing it safe. Our growth is outside of our comfort zone. As long as we stay within that snuggly warm blanket, we're never going to learn something new. We're never going to grow either as people or as businesses. I have a client, and when we first started working together, he was struggling in his coaching business. He had had a steady stream of clients being fed to him over the course of 5 years, and he was doing incredibly well with that until he wasn't. When we first started working together, everything I suggested was stepping outside of our comfort zone. It was about him doing new things and trying new things. And when he started doing that, when he started to step out of his comfort zone, he saw incredible results. He saw clients and potential clients. He was able to develop a pipeline so that he has continuous clients coming in, all because he was willing to get out of his comfort zone. He was willing to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. That breakthrough didn't happen because he stayed in his comfort zone. It happened because he took the risks, even though it scared him, even though it made him uncomfortable. Now, I'm not saying you need to jump into the deep end all at once here. And I am encouraging you to take a step. So try one thing this week that pushes you outside of your usual marketing habits. Maybe it's hosting a webinar or starting a podcast or even just guesting on a podcast. Maybe it's reaching out to people that could potentially be good power partners for you. Maybe it's investing in paid traffic for the first time. Here's the thing, you don't have to go big. Like, you don't have to change your entire marketing structure or even your business structure. It's about breaking down those tasks into smaller, manageable steps. If you want to try video and you feel nervous, start with an Instagram story that's just 15-second longs. If you want to use paid traffic, start with a small budget and run a test campaign. The key is to make progress, not perfection. It is always about progress and never perfection. Honestly, there's no such thing as perfection. And every little step you take outside your comfort zone gets you closer to the breakthroughs you're looking for. Remember that growth happens when we stretch. It's uncomfortable. And that's where the real opportunities are. So go ahead and push yourself a little bit further this week. You'll be surprised at what's waiting for you on the other side. The last key point I wanted to talk about today is commitment. Because in marketing, commitment is the name of the game when it comes to building a profitable marketing strategy. Sure, quick wins happen, and sometimes overnight success happens, and they feel great when they do. And if you're looking for lasting success, the kind that grows your business and keeps you in the game for the long haul, it's about a steady, ongoing effort. Here's the trap that so many entrepreneurs fall into. They get excited. They launch their campaign or their new marketing strategy, but when the results don't come immediately, they start to doubt themselves. And more often than not, they give up. It often takes time for your marketing to blossom. It's kind of like planting seeds in a garden. You don't plant them one day and expect a full harvest the next. It takes time. You have to water them. You have to tend them. You have to wait for those roots to really grow before you ever see that first sprout. And marketing often works in the same way. You've got to stay committed even when it feels like nothing's happening. Trust me, those seeds are growing beneath the surface. You're just not seeing them yet. Let's be honest, commitment isn't always easy. There will be times when your marketing campaigns don't show results right away, or when your business feels slow and you start questioning whether it's even worth the effort. And that's when staying committed becomes crucial. So, my advice around commitment is to shift your mindset entirely. Marketing is a marathon, not a sprint. It's the long-term, consistent effort that builds trust, that builds authority, that builds communication and connection over time. Your audience needs to see that you're showing up regularly, delivering value, and staying true to your message. And they need to see that you're getting results for yourself and other people. That's what creates those lasting relationships and eventually leads to sales. When things get rough with your marketing, remind yourself that every piece of content you create, every email you send, every social media post you publish is a seed that you're planting for the future. It's in the learning of what is working that we can continue to commit to the next thing. So keep showing up, even when it feels like no one's watching, because eventually they will be. And if you can gather what's actually working and double down on that, it makes your commitment worth invaluable amounts. So, how do you stay committed when life and business gets a little chaotic? One of the best ways is to set up a non-negotiable marketing routine. Whether it's creating one piece of content every week, or scheduling time to engage with your audience daily, or dedicating a certain number of hours each day to your marketing. Make it a habit that you stick with no matter what. And stay accountable. Set your goals, track your project progress, track your metrics so that you can see how far you've come. If you struggle with staying consistent, maybe join a mastermind or get a coach. Someone that can help hold you accountable, where you can share your goals and get that extra push to keep you going. It is a lot easier to stay on track when you know someone's going to ask you how you're doing, when you have someone in your corner to help keep you moving forward. Commitment really is what separates those who succeed from those who give up too soon. So keep watering those seeds. The results will come, but only if you stick with it. Here's your challenge for this week. I want you to pick one of these mindset shifts and put it into action this week. The thing about mindset is trying to change everything all at the same time generally just leads you to chaos and uncertainty. But if you can focus on one thing and really explore it and dive a little deeper into it and shift it, then you can start adding additional things. Maybe you nurture your curiosity by exploring new content, or you take that big, bold step that stretches you out of your comfort zone by getting on video or a podcast. Or you commit to doing something, a regular marketing routine that keeps you accountable. Choose one and run with it. And I'd love to hear how you are adopting these different profitable marketing mindset tools. Reach out to me on social media or on my website and let me know what actions you've taken. And if you need extra help, feel free to book that free strategy session. We can dive deep into your marketing and find the next steps that will help you to grow your business. Head over to yourmarketingmatchmaker.com to schedule that free strategy session. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate you spending this time with me. And remember, your mindset is the key to unlocking your marketing potential. If you've enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. This helps me reach new audiences that might be able to grow their business, increase your revenue, and scale your impact. Thank you for listening to the Marketing Matchmaker podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, I would love to hear your feedback. Please head over to Apple iTunes and leave a review so we can hear from you. And if you are a coach, consultant, or online course creator who are looking to grow your business, increase your income, and scale your impact, connect with me at yourmarketingmatchmaker.com. I look forward to hearing from you.